you brought up earlier about executive orders and national emergencies and sort of being pioneered in some ways by Democrats and now being flipped around. Let's take the reverse of that as far as Trump's punishing of institutions that won't bend down to his whims and the ways that he's doing it. So he'll go after maybe your tax exempt status, or he'll cancel your federal, or he's threatened California with federal funding that's not going to go out, or their educational funding, or going to put people in jail, or he's going to do these things. Is that also opening up a can of worms? As I watched that happen, I thought, oh shit, is that what we're doing now? That the people get to say, I'm not comfortable with my tax dollars going to a state that I don't agree with. Oh, I didn't know that was on the table. So maybe when someone who agrees with me gets in, they go, I'm not comfortable with my tax dollars going to a state that gets a block grant and uses it to build a volleyball stadium. I'm not comfortable with any tax breaks that right-wing media gets. I'm not comfortable with tax exemptions for religious groups. Are we now in, okay, great, tit for tat, baby. That's the new world order.
Yes, we are there. And it's hard to see how you turn back from that. This is what people say who study authoritarianism, that you know that you're in a state that is moving toward authoritarianism, of things that you once did without thinking twice about it. You think about not doing because you consider the consequences and you are afraid. So if you are thinking of going out, there's this No More Kings rally this weekend across the country. Mm-hmm. If you are thinking of going out and it occurs to you, maybe I won't, because I don't know if they're going to have those rubber bullets, or I don't know if there's going to be facial recognition and then I'm going to get my visa revoked. Like, if you're second guessing ordinary political activity, ordinary daily activity, what store you might go to,
being punished for writing an op-ed,
what you might do in your student newspaper, who you might employ in your Home Depot. If you're rethinking what you might do, which is perfectly lawful activity, and deciding maybe you're not going to do it, even if you still do it, if you have thought twice about it, that is a concern. And I would suggest that I don't know anybody who is not fearful of that kind of thing right now.
Right. You know, it's so interesting because the Musk Trump fight, in my mind, and the right's reaction to it was the first time they had to live in the world that the rest of us are living in. In other words, they saw Trump and Musk go at each other based on personal slights, and they each, it was like watching two bad wizards.
No, it's Mothra and Godzilla.
It was Mothra and Godzilla. I was going to go with Mothra and Godzilla, but I thought I'd switch it up to Bad Wizards.
All right. No, we got to be accurate.
Exactly, be accurate. The point being that they both start threatening the vindictive consequences based on having their feelings hurt. Musk throws out, I'm going to pull my rockets from the International Space Station. Trump says, I'm pulling away your contract. And you suddenly realize, don't you get? That's how the rest of us have been living. That any minor offense that might trigger the mercurial and vindictive nature of these two man babies means you will suffer the full consequences of their power. And for the right, they were like, I hate this. I hate seeing these guys do this. Yeah, welcome to our fucking world. That's what everybody's been dealing with.